So we're here at the Goodwill in Wesley Chapel. You guys have been telling me that you've been wanting to see more content at different thrift stores. So we're gonna try out this Goodwill here in Wesley Chapel. So let's get in here and see what they have. So this is my first time at this Goodwill here in Wesley Chapel. And from first look, the aisles seem to be very small and tight. And I was just trying to find where I wanted to begin. And every aisle that I went down, it was just so packed. And the difference between this and the Salvation Army is they just have all of their goods just kind of packed on the shelves. So at first, I was just a little overwhelmed by their shelves. I just didn't know where to begin. In this area, it just looks to be a lot of Christmas items, still a lot of ornaments, a lot of Christmas tree decorations, and just a lot of their holiday items still out. So I was very surprised by that. So I was just trying to work my way through. It was a lot of people, like I said, packed on the aisle, and I just wasn't used to shopping like this. At the Salvation Army, they have, the aisles very open and spacious, and then they kind of have their items spaced out on the shelves. Now, first off, these little nutcrackers caught my attention because I rarely see African American nutcrackers, and so these seem to be Target nutcrackers. Very cute. They wanted $4.98 for both of these individually. And another thing that I noticed about the items here at the Goodwill is if it was a set, so say you found a candle set, they were charging separately for the candles. So you couldn't get a pair. And at the Salvation Army, if you find a pair of something, they usually have it priced together so you can buy a set together. And I really like it that way. I find it a little easier to get pairs of items or sets. Now, I really love this little snail. He was $2.98. And so he was quite heavy and very cute. I was checking it for chips and cracks. And even though I kept looking at the sticker at the bottom, I just wanted to see what that barcode was on the bottom. And now this one is a little better quality. And you see he has that blue swirl. And they wanted $4.98 for him. And so I did get both of these snails. And now you're going to see me just looking through the shelves here. Like I said, at first I was just a little overwhelmed by their shelves and just the way that they stacked their items. I didn't want to break anything. And then I was just trying to filter through, look all the way in the back and see what they had. This right here looked to be an incense piece. It was very heavy and nice. As you guys know, I really love trinket boxes. So $2.98. And this was a Jamaican piece. So maybe someone went to Jamaica and purchased this. They wanted $27.99 originally. So I definitely picked that up. And this was a pretty little dreidel. And then this bag of vintage ornaments. And so, or either it was ornaments and also butter knives. Christmas butter knives. And so they had a lot of Christmas items. So I just tried to look through and see if I saw anything interesting worth getting. I was taking a look at this cross because I shared with you guys that I'm going to start a cross wall. And so I have my first cross that I purchased from the Salvation Army. I haven't hung it yet, but I'm going to get it hung and then I'll share it with you guys. But I'm just going to continue looking through this Christmas aisle and see if I find anything that's worth getting. Another trinket box here has caught my attention, but this does not look like a valuable piece, and it was also broken, so I did not pick that up either. And then on the back side here, there was lots of glasses and drinkware. And so the next time I come, I'll be a little more acquainted with the way that they shelve their items. But this first shopping trip here, I was just a little overwhelmed and shocked by the amount of merchandise they had on the shelf. I really love these blue and green glasses. And so I did pick these up. They were $1.98 a piece, and I picked these up for myself to keep. And so there were 5 of them, and so I purchased all 5 of them. I was just taking a look at the prices for these glasses here. They look very mid-century modern, and I really love that orange hue to them. They wanted $1.98 a piece, but they were different heights, so I don't believe they were a set. Now this was a very interesting candle holder. They wanted $4.98 for that. There was a chip on the other side, so I did not pick that one up. And I love the iridescence to this pottery piece, this glazed pottery piece. It did have the baker's mark, so it was signed on the bottom, but it did not have a price tag. And so now I'm just picking up different little interesting pieces. I think this was either a cruet, an oil cruet, or a perfume bottle. And I'm just looking at the different items, and I'm just trying to feel my way around this store. I see some little snow babies here on the shelf. I know that those can be quite valuable, but I'm not going to buy any Christmas items today. And so I'm just going to finish looking here through the glass section and see if there is something else that stands out to me or that catches my attention. Now this looks to be their wood section, but just look how the shelves are overpiled. I just did not want to dig through. I didn't want to break anything, and so I just really did not roll up my sleeve and get into these shelves. I just was not used to the shelves being so packed like this and having to just kind of dig in there. I think I've gotten a little spoiled going to the Salvation Army, and they just kind of have everything laid out there for you, so to speak. But I'll definitely try this store out again. Another thing about the Salvation Army is they do not charge tax. I know that the Salvation Army is not for profit, but so is the Goodwill. But the Goodwill charges tax on their merchandise. And so that's another thing that I really love about the Salvation Army compared to Goodwill. Well, this was a cute little cell phone shoe. I was thinking about this for my desk, but it doesn't really match with the colors of my workspace. And I think this was a paper towel holder. And this is a nice little willow tree piece. They wanted $4.98 for that. Cute little couple. And then we have some teapots, some vases, plateware, cake holders. Another thing about this store is the shelves were very tall, and I found it difficult to be able to look up at the back of these shelves. So I found myself mostly recording just the bottom and the middle shelves. 2002 Valentine's Day. This is a very personalized piece. Nice chalkware shell. A little watering pot. And this is a baby Jesus ornament. And now this glass piece that I'm going to pick up here, I keep finding these. If you guys know what this is, please tell me. Please share it with me. What is this? I saw one of these at the Salvation Army. Does it go in a plant? Is it for your pots? Like, what is that? Please share it with me in the comments if you know what that is. But it was very heavy. There's a little Elvis ornament. That's really neat. They wanted only $1.98 for that. Very cool. And now this was a cute little glazed terracotta piece. They wanted $1.98 for that, which was not too bad. And I thought this was a bamboo piece, but it was made to look like a bamboo basket piece. But it was a new made production piece. And now this stained glass, it was so beautiful, $4.98. And it had that blue, the cobalt blue. I was really considering it, but I saw a lot of lime scale on the silver portions of the glass. This one had the green glass, and all three of them were very beautiful, but I don't know how to clean something like that up. I was trying to get close so that you guys could see the lime scale on the silver portion of the glass, but I decided to leave them behind because of that. And so now I'm just combing back through the shelves to see if I find anything interesting that's worth value or that catches my attention. If you look at this cart, you'll see that lady picked up those dolls that I was looking at earlier. See, she has them in her cart. So that just goes to show you when you're out thrifting, everybody is looking for something different. Everybody is looking to pick up something different. So we all have our different tastes and what we like. And, there's enough room out here for everybody, to make money if you're a reseller. And so that's one of the reasons why, I created this channel just for newbies like myself. I've been reselling for about a year now. And, I just created this channel so that people can feel comfortable, going out shopping, learning a few things. I know I've learned a lot along the way watching other YouTubers. And, I just really enjoy thrifting. And so if you can take something and, make a few bucks on the side and make it a side hustle, that's awesome. I definitely want to motivate others to go out and, try this if it's something that you're wanting to do. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, this is the year to do it. Take this as your sign to do it. There's nothing to it but to do it. Now look at this beautiful fish. This is a glass piece, but I don't think that this is a vintage piece, but still very beautiful. It was very heavy, but I did not pick it up. And I was just looking at these bells. I like little country scenes like this, but I have a few bells, and bells don't really sell. Well, they haven't sold really well for me in the past. I know that I showed you the bell collection over at the Salvation Army. I never really pick up the bells because I've had bells maybe since I begun reselling, and I still have them. I haven't sold any. And so that's the reason why I don't really pick up bells. If someone never sees a bell that they like, um, maybe I can pick it up for you and ship it to you. Reach out to me if you're in a different area, for a fee, of course. And I was just looking at the different little figurines here. We have some precious memories. This little hand down here caught my attention. It was a glove. And now look at this vase. This was very pretty. It doesn't look like a vintage vase, but still very beautiful. This is a little dove trinket tray. They wanted $198 for that. Very pretty piece. But I think that was a Christmas item. And so I wanted to try to stay clear of Christmas items. I think I passed over this hobnail vase. I thought it was milk glass, but once I picked it up, I could see that it was very lightweight. So it wasn't a vintage vase. Those stained glass are still down there. This is my second pass through of the store. And as you can see, the aisles are so close together and so tight. It was a little difficult for me to do my filming. And it was about 3 rows of the hard goods, like the knickknacks and different cups. Like this aisle contained like the cups and the Christmas items. The aisle that I just came from had the knickknacks, and then they had a few dolls and a few pillows. But the majority of the store was new items that I believe Goodwill purchased from big box stores that maybe sold out their inventory. I really like this bamboo shelf, but when I asked the worker the price, she said if the price tag was missing, that means that it was sold. So I just admired this beauty, but someone beat me to it. And then I'm right now looking for an old stool or old shelf that I could repurpose and turn into a plant stand. But this stool was very well put together, and I didn't want to tear it up just to make a plant stand. And so this is the gist of their furniture that they have, just a little furniture section. And now over here in the photos and frames, I dug through the frames just a bit to try to see if they had anything interesting. I don't really like when they stack the frames up like this, because then you have to dig through, and then a lot of the glass frames will get cracked if you're not doing it gently. And so I really don't like to dig through the frames. And look at my little baby there showing me that painting. So cute. And so this is the gist of their photos and frames. As you can see, some of them were cracked, and it's like I said, they have them just piled up and stacked on each other. And I really did not want to, dig too much in there and break anything. Whereas at the Salvation Army, they have their photos, well, the majority of their photos hung up on the wall. And so you really don't have to dig through when you're searching for photos and artwork. Now, if you're enjoying this video, I want to say that I appreciate you joining me. And please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing more videos like this. Now, this is the end of my trip here at the Goodwill in Wesley Chapel. But you know I couldn't end this beautiful Saturday without checking out my favorite thrift store, the Salvation Army. So let's get in here and see what they have. Since furniture is half off on Saturday, we'll start off over here in the furniture section. And I see they have some beds in here. And so I'm looking for something that's not in the best condition that I could possibly repurpose. I didn't really see a lot of shelving. I really like that mirror over there. But a lot of tags were already gone. So we're coming later in the afternoon. On Saturdays, you have to get in here early in the morning to get the good furniture. And so I've already shopped these shelves this week, but I see a few new items in here. And you see what I was saying, the difference between the Goodwill and the Salvation Army, how they set their items not so piled up on each other in the stores. And then at the Goodwill, everything was just kind of piled up and you really couldn't get in there and see all of the items. But here, everything is all spaced out, and so I can just kind of get in there with my camera, and the shelves aren't too tall so that I'm not able to see the items. And so I really love that about the Salvation Army. I'm seeing some of the same glassware that I saw earlier in the week. This is a new little trinket box. It looks like it was missing its lid, but still very nice, and it also did not have a price tag on it. And now I just wanted to do a quick comparison and show you guys the shelves at the Salvation Army compared to how the shelves look at the Goodwill. Now, if you like digging through shelves, Goodwill is definitely the place to go. Hey, YouTube. Thank you guys for sticking around for my haul. So these were the items that I purchased from the Goodwill. We'll start off with these glasses here. As you can see, they are blue with this green hue to them. I don't have a black light to check and see if they glow, but I did go ahead and do a Google search on them. I paid $1.98 a piece. And this is what the Goodwill sticker looks like on the bottom. It has the date, I believe the date that they set it out. And I tried scanning this little QR code on the bottom, and I believe that's just how they are able to create their SKU, because it doesn't take you to a website or anything. It just pulls up this number here that's on the bottom. But I'm keeping these glasses for myself. I'm not going to resell them, but I was able to find them in sets of 2 and sets of 4 on eBay, sold for about 90 bucks. And it says online that these are called Bramali Rocco Bahia blue and green glasses, and it says that they're made in Italy. And these glasses were simply stunning. They're about 5 inches. So I really love the footed design on them. So I'm definitely going to keep these for my home. And then I got this little glazed trinket box, terracotta pottery trinket box. It says here Jamaica on it with a floral design, and I paid $2.98 for this. Very beautiful. It doesn't have any cracks or crazing in the glaze. Very well taken care of. Here on the back it says Fraser's Ceramics, and as you can see it has the original price tag for $27.99. Very pretty little trinket box, and I love this floral design on it. And it also has a little notched lid. Very cute and adorable. Perfect for jewelry, rings. If you wanted to sit it at your desk, you could put paper clips inside. Very nice little piece. And then I first picked up this little snail, this little glass snail, and he's sitting on this wooden box. I wasn't able to pull much up on him on the Google search because when I took a picture of it with my phone, it kept pulling up glass sculptures of birds, but it did not pull up anything of the snail with the search. So if you know something about this piece, leave me a comment below. It did have a little black marker. I scotch taped this on here so that it would stay on because the Goodwill sticker peeled it off. I'm not sure what I did with it. Oh, there it is. So I paid $2.98 for this piece, and it peeled off the sticker that was on the bottom, but it says Lily, and then if you can get in closer, it says Atlanta, Georgia, expressions in glass. So maybe I'll try looking up expressions in glass, Atlanta, Georgia, and see what I can find. But it's a nice, very heavy little piece, very cute and adorable. And I like that it's sitting on this little stand. And then I found this other piece, which was better quality, a little heavier, and it has that cobalt blue glass swirl mixed in with the glass, and you can also see the bubbles in here, and I really like that effect. I'm not sure exactly what that's called when glass is blown and they allow the bubbles to form inside the glass, but I really like this. This guy was in excellent condition. He was not chipped or cracked at all, and I paid $4.98 for him, and the other one was $2.98. So you can see the quality of this piece was definitely a better quality, and I was able to find something similar to this snail, and he was about $25 on eBay sold. The only thing that was a little different when I found this snail online was the footed bottom piece was just made more circular. It wasn't this design, but I feel that the design on mine looks much better than the one that I saw online. So I believe that I could definitely get that for resale. Now, I did not find much shopping today at Goodwill because, as you can see in my video, the shelves were just overpacked, and I just had to get used to the feel of the store. But I'm definitely going to be trying out different Goodwills and taking you guys along. So I appreciate you coming on along with me today and doing some thrifting. And as always, guys, happy thrifting.